Welcome to the main market of Khamis Mushayt, located in the historic Balad area. A place that's not just a shopping spot, but a living memory of time. This market has existed for over 60 to 70 years, making it one of the oldest traditional markets in the Aseer region. Back in the day, before malls and megastores, this was the main commercial hub for locals from nearby villages and mountains. People would travel for hours just to reach here with their camels and pickup trucks, bringing goods to trade and sell. During the 1970s and 80s, this market was at its peak. Traders from Yemen, Iran, and all over the southern provinces would come to buy and sell everything from spices, dates, livestock, to clothing and traditional weapons, like the famous Yemeni janbiya, dagger. Gold and silver jewelry, handcrafted by local artisans, was a specialty of this place. And even today, Balad hasn't lost its charm. As you enter, you'll see small, tightly packed shops, many run by the same families for generations. The streets are busy, but full of energy and tradition. You can find traditional Saudi thobes and abayas, some hand-stitched, others machine-made. Oud and Bakur shops, with prices ranging from cheap perfumes to luxury-grade real oud that can cost hundreds of riyals. Spices and herbs, turmeric, black lemon, cinnamon, cardamom, many sold loose, fresh, and cheaper than supermarkets. Local honey, some real sidrani from Yemen or Aseer, which can be expensive but pure. Gold jewelry. Prices vary, but usually better deals here than big malls. Household items, electronics, toys, accessories. Many are imported and quite affordable. Mobile repair and accessories, cheap and fast service stalls. Fresh produce, seasonal fruits and vegetables directly from farms. What's unique about Balad is that you can still bargain. In fact, it's expected. Whether you're buying shoes, a watch, or a bundle of incense, negotiating is part of the experience. Yes, the market is old. Some buildings are dusty and time-worn, but that's what gives it soul. Among the old bricks and neon signs, you'll find generations of culture, trade, and life. Today, while Khamis has modern malls and hypermarkets, Balad Market remains the beating heart of local trade. Some things are cheap here, some expensive, but almost everything is real. No show-off, no flash. Just tradition, hustle, and community. If you want to experience the real Khamis, not from brochures, but from the ground, this is where your journey begins. Asterisk, as you walk deeper into the market, you start to realize this isn't just about shopping. It's about people, stories, and survival. In earlier decades, especially before the oil boom transformed Saudi Arabia, Balad Market was a lifeline for surrounding tribes and mountain dwellers. Farmers from Abaha, shepherds from Rial Alma, and small traders from Tihama and Nairan would all gather here. The market wasn't open just a few hours. It would stay alive from sunrise to late night, especially during weekends or festival seasons like Eid. It was the place where you'd buy new clothes for your children, select dowry items for a wedding, or find a rare spice or herb to cure a cold. Back then, there were no cash registers. Everything was done by hand, weighing, writing prices, bargaining. And if someone didn't have money, credit was given based on trust. That's how strong the community ties were. Over the years, the market evolved. Electricity arrived then. Came neon lights, better roofing, and tiled floors. Some old shops were replaced with newer ones, but many of the original stone walls and wooden signs still remain, a reminder of time. Old perfume shops, selling handcrafted oils and rare blends. Some are over 40 years old. Used book corners. In one small stall, you might find old Qurans, vintage school books, or out-of-print poetry collections. Tailor alleys, still hand-stitching thobes using classic sewing machines. Traditional coffee sellers, selling roasted kaleji kawa beans, cardamom, and saffron. Yemeni silver shop, one of the few places where you can find antique silver belts and jewelry. Beautiful, but pricey. Car accessory lane. Affordable lights, speakers, steering covers, popular with young drivers. Clothes, daily wear thobes, or abayas are quite cheap here, starting from 40 to 70 zar. Designer ones can go higher. Gold. Prices depend on market rate, but you may save on making charges compared to malls. Perfumes. Synthetic blends are cheap 103 OSAR, while real oud can cost 500 SAR or more. Spices, much cheaper than malls. You get fresh, loose quantities. In bulk. Mobile accessories, super cheap and negotiable. Local families looking for affordable, practical goods. Expats from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, and Yemen, especially on Friday evenings. Collectors and tourists searching for something traditional. Young Saudis hunting for budget fashion or perfumes. Even if you don't buy anything, walking through this market feels like a walk through the past, with the aroma of oud, the sound of laughter, and the rhythm of daily life surrounding you. So whether you're a traveler, a photographer, or someone who loves culture, Khamis main market in Balad is where history lives and tradition continues to breathe. Asterisk, but the real magic of this market begins when the sun goes down. As evening falls, the air cools and the lights flicker on. The market transforms into a glowing maze of colors, scents, and sounds. Families arrive. Kids run through the walkways. The call to prayer echoes from the nearby mosque. This is when Balad truly breathes. One thing that sets this market apart is the preservation of culture. You'll see men wearing traditional Aseer belts and women buying embroidered abaya designs you won't find in malls. You'll find tribal jewelry, handmade leather sandals, and even stalls selling items for old-style Bedouin tents, rope, woven mats, and wooden tools. And yes, the language here tells its own story. Through the same alley where the grandfather once shopped as a boy. Time moves, but traditions stay. Whether you're greeted with marhaba, assalamu alaikum, or hello bye, you'll notice that here, people talk with their eyes, their smiles, and their hands. There's no marketing tricks, no fancy signs, just real people.